What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to another video, and today it's time to dive into one of the most popular sneakers to ever grace the mainstream culture and the sneaker environment. Of course, we're talking about the Nike Dunk Low in the Panda colorway. Let's jump into everything that you need to know about the sneaker and why it's been so prevalent in mainstream fashion, in sneaker culture, and why probably at least one out of your 10 friends have a pair. Now, what I wanted to do in this video was talk about everything that you need to know. The resale right now, where to buy them, why they're so popular, should you cop a pair, and yeah, just where I see the sneaker going in the future. And if you are an avid sneaker reseller, sneakerhead, sneaker collector, or if you're just curious about the sneaker, want to know more, and if you're considering copying the sneaker because you find it appealing, this video is for you. Now, if you enjoy these types of videos, you know what to do. Like and subscribe, comment down what videos you want to see, and with all that being said, let's get right into the video. Now, this sneaker did release quite a bit ago. I'm pretty sure around March the 10th, 2021. So it's been about a year and a half since we've seen this release, and it's basically dominated the market ever since it dropped. At the time, Nike Dunks, they were coming out in full force in pretty much every single colorway. They were pretty much the sneaker that was one of the most released models in 2021. They're still releasing them to this day in 2022. And they retail for around about 110 USD or 150 Australian dollars. Again, a pretty cheap price. I keep talking about how the Nike Dunks are one of the best sneakers to buy if you're just starting out in the sneaker game, if you're a collector or a reseller of the like. They of course instantly sold out, but to everybody's pleasure, Nike has been restocking these abundantly throughout the past couple of months and years. They're actually set to restock, I think sometime mid-October, October the 14th, I'm pretty sure. I will also be making another resale predictions video, judging if I see the demand for these decreasing or if they're actually increasing, because a lot more other people can buy them for relatively good prices. Now, as for where to buy these sneakers, you're lucky. Because they've released so many times, it's pretty easy to pick up a pair. Let's go and check them out now. Sizes and supply are pretty much abundant, which also means resale prices have lowered significantly. Online marketplaces such as GOAT and StockX, they've got sizes for around the $240 to $300 range. eBay as well, with their sneaker authenticity guarantee, is also an incredible service to take advantage of. Now, for those that live in Australia, I would honestly stay away from reseller websites that you see. No shade to any of them, it's just that they're kind of not competitive with the market. The prices are just too high. And they're not prices that you want to be paying if you're buying these for personals. I've seen prices go for around $400 to $500 on there. And you have to understand that those are stores that charge a commission. So people do list their prices for higher than market price, just so that they can at least break even or whatnot, and make a significant profit. However, be sure not to be confused with the Nike by You version of this colorway. Let me explain. It differs from the retail version that I'm talking about in this video. The Nike by You is basically a customized version of a Nike Dunk that mimics the colorway of the Pandas, since the black and white color palette is pretty easy to emulate. The leather material is different, it's more of a tumbled leather than a straight leather, but in all honesty, if you just want the look of the sneaker without a heavy price tag, getting custom Nike by Yous is a very viable option. They look pretty much identical, however, they're similar in price to the retail sneakers, so take that as you will. I've seen these sold for like 240 Australian dollars, which is kind of steep for a custom sneaker. I don't know if you're allowed to customize them in Australia. I think they're only limited to like Europe and Canada places, I'm pretty sure. Those are also a viable option. They're pretty much just black and white Nike Dunks. They're not fake, they're official Nikes. You just customize them. Now, for all you resellers out there, this part of the video is for you. At the release, these sneakers were generally going for around 450 Australian dollars, but due to the several restocks that have happened since then, prices have simmered down to a much more affordable 250 to 275 Australian dollar range, which is great, since now that the shoes are in so much demand, people who want a pair can buy one pretty easily. This isn't a sneaker you can make much money on right now unless you buy it bulk at incredibly low prices, or you pay retail whenever these restock, because these are an amazing sneaker to make some money on. If you cop for like $150 Australian dollars or 100 USD, you can flip them for like 2-3 times its retail price, which is amazing. It's definitely a sneaker that'll be easy to sell, and it's very high in demand. As Nike continues to restock the sneaker, resale prices will continue to drop. Something also to consider are the potential for the hype to die or transfer to other sneakers, just like what happened to the NMDs for Adidas, which will basically reduce all rationality for holding long term. And yes, I know this is a sneaker that's like a retro, it's like you probably consider it like a Jordan, but it will hurt your chances if you buy these at a really high market rate and then you hold these for like 6 to 12 months. The worst possible scenario that I see happening is that Nike restocks these 3 or 4 more times, and instead of a $400 initial investment, you're left standing with like a $200 pair of bricks. Make sure to consider that if you want to hold. According to StockX, they've sold approximately 175,000 pairs of these sneakers since the release, which is basically a testimony to the immense popularity of the sneaker. And as it's more adopted worldwide in culture and fashion, that number will continue to increase. Now, as for how to style the shoe, the best thing about having a sneaker that's simply black and white is that it matches with absolutely anything. Dress it up, dress it down, go for a vintage look, or wear it with sport gear. Any look is complemented with the aesthetic of the Nike Dunk. Now, quite honestly, this sneaker does remind me of the Obsidian Blue Air Jordan 1s that released and that were really popular back in the 2020 to 2021 era. They were so prevalent in sneaker culture and they were so popping. Everybody was buying them. The TikTok girls were buying them, guys were buying them, and yeah, they basically dominated the market there. So many people on TikTok were flaming this shoe and basically creating like an archetype stereotype of whoever would wear the sneaker. It got memed so hard, and now it's kind of lost its touch. Not a lot of people are seen wearing it nowadays. I see that happening with the Panda Dunks. As you can see with the videos on screen right now, so many people are kind of sick of seeing this sneaker. It's kind of become a staple like the Air Force 1 triple whites. Like, people have just accepted it. There's no diversity with the sneaker now. It's like people have just become this like binary robots. They've all worn the sneaker and it's become like the old school Vans or the Air Force 1s. If you're looking for some diversity, you're not going to find it with these sneakers. Too many people have them. Kids, females, males, grandmas, mothers, they all have them. So that pretty much wraps up this video. I hope that you all took some value out of this, took some information. This is basically everything that you need to know about this sneaker. I will keep you updated if ever these sneakers do restock. I'm actually very interested in these sneakers. I haven't seen a pair of sneakers create this much impact on mainstream culture and people in general, not people, even people outside of the sneaker industry. It's a great sneaker. If you want to cop for personals, great prices right now because of all the restocks. And yeah, if you want to be a reseller, take caution. It's still a great shoe, very easy to sell, but resale prices are going to be dropping. So don't be stingy and don't charge very high prices. That pretty much wraps up this video. Hope you all enjoyed. I'll see you guys in another video. Take care and peace.